Hello strangers and travelers from wherever you may come from around the world. Welcome to Ulgus Tavern. Today's going to be a short video. Yesterday this was posted on the Warhammer community and I thought it would be interesting to talk about it since it is about the Broken Realms books. The title of the article is Meet the Musician Who Brings Life to the Mortal Realms. A new model reveal and it's tied to the Broken Realms, which makes me hopeful about. I think this is more about what they're gonna show in Broken Realms Kragnos. So if they're showing this model right now, that gives us a little tease as to I think the Sylvaneth are finally gonna be playing a center role in the story. If you've been catching up with the Broken Realms saga, Alario has been not really prominent, but she has been there since the beginning. She in Broken Realms Morathi, she was the one who created the big wave for Morathi and the Stormcast to be able to storm into the 8 points when they went in through the Genesis gate. It was pretty amazing. And then in Broken Realms Teclis, she had some pretty interesting conversations with Teclis. So hopefully this also means that finally the Sylvaneth are gonna get more models, because they really do need to be represented more in the tabletop, and some rules changes. But let's be hopeful. This is just a tease as to what's coming up, just like how it was a tease with Lord Croak earlier, in that they are releasing a new Lord Croak. Hopefully they do release more Seraphons, and hopefully this is not just the only Sylvaneth that they release. And I'm hopeful that maybe third edition is coming up, and Lita is gonna be quite well. So let's go ahead and read this article and watch the video and learn more about this new model that they released. So here it says, just when you thought the mortal realms had reached the pinnacle of strangeness, along comes the floating tree spirit with a magical war flute. So let's go ahead and watch this video right here.
One day, we will rest and we will bask in what we have made for the sake of all. For now, go and take my song with you.
Well, that was pretty amazing. I do like the model. Let's go ahead and see the model itself. And wow, it's pretty nice. All those details are pretty amazing. But it's gonna be one heck of a thing to paint. But you know, who isn't up for the challenge to paint? But this is so amazing. I do have the Arch Revenant, and that one was just a blast to paint. And I'm pretty sure this is gonna be the exact same thing. Let's go ahead and read what else it says here. In the upheaval caused by the events of the Broken Realms saga, Alario has been hard at work scoring Giron, the realm of life, from the taint of chaos. When the Everqueen sings a song of cleansing at the oak of ages past, something entirely new springs from the roots. And yeah, it pretty much tied up to the Broken Realms. Our Alario has been... We don't know much about what Alaria has been doing, but the little bits and pieces that we have, we know for a fact that she's been fighting with Nurgle, her sworn enemy, and they're just fighting in Giron, and that's why she's not really much anywhere else. She's mostly wants to focus on her realm. She wants to protect her people. And it's pretty amazing. So hopefully they do play a center part in Kragnos. Hopefully that tells me that Sylvaneth are probably gonna play a part, because also at the end of Teclis she said that there was gonna be a resurgence of life. So we'll see what happens with that. But this model looks so amazing. Look at those details. Going back to this model, it's just gonna be just amazing. And even if you are not gonna do a paint scheme like this, you can do so many kit bashings just here, easily make it into some sort of like undead revenant, or you could even make with that face you can probably swap up, because I'm pretty sure the hair and the headpiece are gonna be different. So maybe you can swap it in for maybe like, I don't know, maybe like one of the new soul blights, and that would look pretty cool actually. If you make it into some sort of soul blight kind of thing, it does have the little. You could give it into vampire-esque kind of thing here. So it's pretty cool. Continue reading. Floating on the thermal of sheer magic, warsong revenants play a spirit song which has the power to cause the land itself to come alive. Their music is a balm of sylvaneth and the promise of vengeance to their enemies. The warsong revenants can even summon a malicious swarm of spites to attack nearby enemies. Looking at the base, it's pretty hard to look at it from a picture wise. The base might be a 60mm base. It looks pretty big to me. I mean, all these details have to be coming in a big base. I mean, this is definitely not a 40. So I think this is gonna be a pretty sizable hero. This has got to be a hero. As far and then it goes on, this elegant model is covered in details that would delight painters of every skills, including a variety of textures like wood, leaves, skin, and finely wrought metal to experiment with. Well, you could experiment with it, but I'm pretty sure this is the kind of model that is gonna be a little pricey. So you might wanna, this is the kind of model you would leave when you have your skills well endowed and you wanna show it off, because I'm pretty sure this is gonna be sort of like a centerpiece for the army of Sylvaneth. So yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It does say that it has metal. I'm pretty sure the back is metal. That flute looks quite amazing. The little bug guy coming out of the little eggs on the back is just a little. It's kind of funny. But yeah, this model looks pretty cool. Makes me excited as to, honestly, it does make me excited as to what's coming up in the next Broken Realms book. I'm not sure if Kragnos is gonna be the last of the saga, that ending the whole saga and then culminating into a third edition, but we'll find out. And also, I know they did announce the same thing as yesterday, that Warhammer Fest is happening, and on Monday, on the 3rd, they're going to be talking about Age of Sigmar, and like every Warhammer Fest, they're going to just be announcing everything that they're going to be taking out and everything. So we'll see if what they announce on this day, on Monday 3rd for Age of Sigmar. They are going to be doing other stuff for Warhammer 40k, Black Library, box games. Maybe they're finally gonna talk about the Cursed City stuff. Maybe here they're finally going to say something about it. Saturday 8th, it's a mystery, but we'll see what happens on Saturday 8th. I think the main focus might be 40k, so we'll see what happens with the 40k. Maybe a lot of new releases when it comes to their other factions that they haven't received some of their updated for 9th edition. I know they're being a little bit slow in releasing the codexes for Warhammer 40k, but I'm excited for what's happening with the Broken Realm saga when it comes to the Age of Sigmar. I will be making a video that I'm working on right now. It's basically making a timeline, because with Be'lakor coming out, it does jump back and forth into his point of view as to what was happening during the Morathi stuff and what was happening in the Tekla stuff. So I was gonna do an individual video about each book, but once Be'lakor came out and I read it, now I'm working more in the timeline, so you can know exactly when things happen, and also just a summary for the people who really just want to hear about what's been happening in the lore. So just look forward to that video that I'll be making, and I'll end it up with this nice picture of the warsong revenant. So yeah, go ahead and leave a comments down below and see what you think about this model, about the future of Broken Realms. Are you excited that finally the Sylvaneth are gonna be getting some updated rules, or if you're mostly excited for the lore. For me, I get excited for both, but I'm really more excited about what's happening in the lore. I finally would like to know what's happening with Alario, and hopefully Alario does get some rule changes and finally she becomes a little bit more useful than what she is now. So yeah, go ahead and leave your comments down below. How will you be painting your warsong revenant? Are you gonna go for the creepy side of sylvaneth? Because, you know, if you read some of the lore as well, you will know that the sylvaneth are kinda creepy in the stuff they do. And remember, not everything is what it seems in the realm of Ulgu.